G'day, it's Mark here again, and I've had a few requests to show this car. It's sort of been in storage, so not that easy to access, but yeah, I thought I'd share it with you. It's a car that probably was much maligned and unloved, but I guess in more recent times, sort of coming into its own. Seems to be a bit of interest now in these cars, more so than in the past. So anyway, it is a option 20 AU1 Forte police pack. Pretty rare car. Very rarely did you see the base Forte with a 5-litre V8 engine, the fuel injected engine. But I did see an old guy driving one once years ago with a bit of a spoiler on the back, but just a base Forte with a V8. And I thought, oh wow, how cool is that? You know, very unusual to see an AU1 Forte with a V8 engine, because most people that ordered a V8 got a Fairmont or a Ghia or something like that, or a wagon. If you look at my videos on the channel, you'll see I've done an overview of my V8 AU2 Fairmont wagon V8. But yeah, I just wanted to share this one with you. So this is an option 20 AU1 Forte, and again, much maligned, unloved car back in the day, but yeah, I kind of like it. It's sort of, I think they've improved with age. It's sort of coming into their own, but at the very least, you know, very unusual car you just don't see. It needs a bit of a polish at the moment, but the car's in very good original condition. I think it's got about 230,000 Ks on it, but it was actually a car, these cars were, option 20 Fortes were used mainly by the West Australian Police Department. So I actually bought this car out of WA quite a few years ago when, you know, AUs were worth basically nothing, and I just thought, you know, it'd be nice to sort of make sure I save one of these. I had seen a few for sale and thought, oh yeah, I need to really get one of those before they all disappear. And I'm not quite sure how often they come up now for sale on car sales or Gumtree or wherever, but you can see it's got the police wheels there. The option 20 pack included you know, transmission cooler, the speedometer doesn't really have a sort of a certified speedometer, but the graduations between the numbers are in 2 kilometre increments, not 5 kilometres. But transmission cooler, it's an automatic. A lot of other police departments, you know, Victoria and New South Wales and so on, used XR8s generally. But this car has got gas fitted to it, but it's running on gas at the moment. But the good thing about it is that it's very unobtrusive. It's actually, the filler's actually hidden behind the fuel filler door. It's 248,000 Ks, you can see there. And you can see that dash with those very fine increments for the speedometer. Interior, everything's in really good condition. I did have to do a few things to it. For example, this driver's seat was badly worn on the bolster. And because, you know, the police getting in and out with their, you know, their holsters and things like that, they wore the seat out. So I basically found a seat for about $90 in the wrecking yard, and I bought that. And in fact, I think I bought both fronts. I think I replaced both front seats. Yeah, out of an old Forte 1 that it was in nice condition, but it had been in the wrecking yard. So I basically took the seats out. I think I paid $90 each, and replaced the seats, which it was a pretty easy job. The big trick now is, if you're after these sort of cars and you want to preserve them or look after them, or even if you've got a nice one but you're worried about parts wearing out, then I'd recommend you go to the wrecking yard and find some nice examples. I've already noticed AUs are far less common in the wrecking yard than they used to be. You're now seeing a lot of BA, BFs, Territories, and even some of the FGs are creeping in now. It's got the that weird sort of round instrument cluster, or the dashboard center console, which looks almost like it wouldn't be able to place in a Tarago versus a Falcon. It's sort of that round organic sort of shape. It's got air conditioning in it, and yeah, it's all just factory stock basically. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Just think it's interesting bit of Aussie history, and you know, if you turn up to a car show in one of these things, most people probably go, why the hell did you turn up in that? But yeah, I think they're an interesting car, only becoming rarer as the years go past. I think younger people seem to be, you know, younger enthusiasts seem to be into the cars now. So you can see I've got the rat sack in there. If you ever store any cars for any period of time, make sure you put rat sack. Ideally one in the engine bay and one in the inside the car. Just means that the mice are eating that rather than your interior or your wiring. But yeah, I think these cars also had the transmission oil cooler, the Tickford suspension. I don't believe the engines were any more enhanced, although there's supposedly the speed limiter was removed for the police cars. Don't make too many comments about the battery. I've just had to put that battery in there. It's the wrong way around. I just had to sort of fit that in there. But here's the build plate here. You can see option 20 there for police cars. So anyway, I just thought you might find that interesting. As I said, I did have a few requests to show the car, and so I thought, yeah, you'd find it interesting. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. As always, it's great to get comments and feedback, thumbs up, and hit that little box in the lower right hand side to subscribe to get more old car videos as they come to hand. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.